relationship is given. So y is equal to 42 minus 5x divided by 10 minus x is given. So now the manufacturer is capable of producing the shoes which are high grades and low grades depending on the capacity, and the relation used is this one. Okay, so what they are asking, x is less than 10. That means your value of x should not be greater than 10. That means the number of units produced should not be going above 10. Okay, if high grade shoes are sold at a price twice the low grade shoes, that means you are having very good quality of shoe and one is medium quality of shoes. So this high quality of shoes is sold twice the price of low grade shoes. Hope you understood the question, right? So high grade shoes are sold at the price of twice the price of low grade shoes. That means if the price of low grade shoes is equal to 100, then the price of high grade shoe is going to become double, that is 200. Okay, that's what's given here. So determine the number of pairs of both which should be produced to maximize the total revenue. So you have to maximize the total revenue so that both the shoes are sold and the price or the output obtained is maximum. Okay, so let's start like this. So since the price is not given for both the shoes, we'll say that let P be the price of low grade shoes. So P is the price of low grade shoes. Then what would be the price of high grade shoes? If P is the price of low grade shoes, already the condition is given. If you are selling the low grade shoes at 100 dirhams, the price of high grade is going to become double. So if P is the price of low grade shoes, then the price for high grade shoes is 2P. Okay, then the price of low high grade shoes is 2P. I hope this is clear. Okay, it's given in the question. Now you are asked to find the revenue. Okay, so maximum revenue. So maximum revenue is, there are two products now, high grade and low grade. So you have to add up this. So revenue R is equal to, let's say this P is the demand. P is demand, price P. Okay, so it's going to become 2P, X is added here because we are taking this P as demand. P as demand function now here. Okay, so 2P X plus, this is for, otherwise you can say in this form, X is for high grade. If you are getting confused here with the demand, say that X is for high grade shoes. Okay, X is for high grade shoes and Y is for low grade shoes. I think this is better, you'll understand. If I say demand, you are getting confused. X is for high grade shoes. Okay, quantity for high grade shoes. Y is for quantity for low grade shoes. Is it clear? P is the price for high grade shoes, 2P. P is the price for shoes only, but 2P because it's double the price, and P only for low grade shoes. Am I clear with this? Okay, so your revenue is given here. Revenue is equal to how much you are getting from high grade shoes and how much you are getting from low grade shoes. There are two grade shoes, low grade and high grade. So how much you are earning from there? So X is for number of units for high grade shoes and Y is for number of units for low grade shoes. Am I clear? Okay, now from here R is equal to, you can't do anything with this, but value of y is given here in the question. So p times y you substitute here. 42 minus 5x divided by 10 minus x. So dr by dx is equal to 2p. X is 1 directly. Plus, keeping this p, we can't do anything. Use u divided by v. Quotient rule. Okay. So what is the quotient rule here? Keeping v. Now you are keeping v, differentiation of u. Minus keeping u, differentiation of v divided by v squared. Okay. So see, you are keeping v, not u. If you keep u, it will be wrong. Okay. So differentiate this. So keeping v, that is 10 minus x. Keeping v 10 minus x, differentiation of 42 minus 5x is minus 5. 42 is 0 minus 5x, right? Minus, you are keeping which one? 42 minus 5x. Put inside the bracket here into minus 1. Differentiation of 10 is 0. Differentiation of minus x is minus 1. Whole divided by 10 minus x the whole square. Okay, now from here you can rearrange. So 2p plus p. Okay, so multiply minus 50 plus 5x. Okay, 10 into 5 minus 50 plus minus plus 5x minus. So minus into minus is plus. So plus same value is coming 42 minus 5x whole divided by 10 minus x the whole square. Okay, so now from here plus 5x minus 5x will get cancel. Okay, it will cancel each other. You are going to get now, you are going to get how much? 2p plus p times how much? 50 minus 42 minus 50 is minus 8 divided by 10 minus x the whole square. So this is your dr by dx. You can do here, yes. So dr by, you can take p common. Dr by dx is equal to, if you take p common, so you are going to get 2 plus minus 8 divided by, say, you are taking this in this form, 8 divided by 10 minus x whole square. We can get in this form. So say, you are taking p common. If you take p common, so 2 is remaining 2 plus the other value, this one, p is taken common. Okay, so now for maximum or minimum, you are equating this one to 0. So dr by dx is equal to 0, which implies that p times 2 minus 8 divided by 10 minus x the whole square is equal to 0. So if you equate, you will get 2 minus 8 by 10 minus x the whole square is equal to 0. If you take p this side. So now this is going to be, take this to that side, minus 8 divided by 10 minus x the whole square is equal to minus 2. Okay, so just you are taking this side. So minus will get cancelled. So in this case you are going to get, which implies that 8 divided by 10 minus x the whole square is equal to 2. Okay, now you can cross multiply. This is going to be 8 is equal to 2 times 10 minus x the whole square. Okay, so that's going to be 2 times 10 minus x. I'm just interchanging 8, which implies that 10 minus x the whole square is equal to 4. 8 divided by 2. Okay, so now if x square equal to 4, then if you want to find x, is the root of the other value there. So 10 minus x is equal to root of 4 is 2. Your square is there, so when you take that side, it's going to become root of 4. So that is 2, which implies that minus x is equal to 2 minus 10, which implies that minus x is equal to, now look here. See, when you take this root, that's very important. When you take this root, square root, you will get two values, either minus or plus. So when you write it here, you have to write plus or minus. Whenever you take this x square equal to 4, x when you find, you have to write plus or minus 4. So it's going to become plus or minus 2. So plus or minus 2 here. Please remember. So that's going to become, if you are taking this, okay, so two values, so 10 minus x is equal to plus 2 or 10 minus x is equal to minus 2. So in this case you will get minus x equal to minus 8 when you take this side, or if you take this side, it's going to become minus x equal to minus 12. So which implies that x is equal to 8 or x is equal to 12. So now you got two values of x. Two values of x equal to 8 or x equal to 12. Now you have to identify at which value it is maximum. To get maximum value, your second derivative has to be less than 0. So if second derivative has to be less than 0, then you have to substitute this value there and find the value. But in your question already one condition was given. X less than 10. See, x is less than 10 condition was given in your question. So now if x is less than 10, so this value of x equal to 12 is omitted. Okay, neglected. So here, since x is less than 10, you have to write this next. Since x it must be less than 10, therefore x equal to 12 is omitted. Omitted or neglected. Okay, therefore your value of x is equal to 8. You will not take value of x equal to 12. It was already given in the question. It will be mentioned there. Okay. Okay. Now you got the values of x. Okay. Since you got two values of x, we said that one value is rejected because it was said x should be less than 10. Okay. Now let's verify it by finding the second derivative. So your first derivative was dr by dx is equal to b times 2 minus a divided by 10 minus x the whole square. So now we will find second derivative, okay, and see whether it is maximum or not. So find the second derivative. D square r by dx square is equal to this b times 0. Differentiation of 2 is 0. Now I have taught you this shortcut method last time, if you remember. If this kind of function is there, how to differentiate? Since minus sign is here, so I'll give you an example before I do this. For example, if y is equal to 9 divided by x square, your y dash is equal to, of course you can take this value or then you can do it, or you can use the quotient rule, but this shortcut method, direct method, you multiply this to 18, increase the power by 1, increase the power by 1. If it is positive, you will put negative. If it is negative, you will put positive. Okay, so this shortcut method is there, direct method. Now same thing here, negative is here, so it's going to become plus. Multiply this to 2 into 8, that is 16 divided by 10 minus x to the power 3. You increase by 1. So it's going to be 16p divided by 10 minus x to the power 3. That is d square r by dx square. That is 16 divided by, we are using the shortcut method here, but this 10 minus x is a function here. So you have to differentiate and multiply here. Okay, into, so differentiation of 10 is 0, differentiation of minus x is minus 1. Okay, so this is going to be into minus 1. So here it is minus 16p divided by 10 minus x to the power 3. Okay, so now you can see that this value is all negative here. So you can also try by substituting x equal to 8. Therefore, when when x is equal to 8, let's see. So d square r by dx square is equal to minus 16p divided by 10 minus 8 the whole cube. So this is going to be minus 16p divided by 2 cube, that is equal to minus 16p divided by 2 cube is 8. So this is going to become minus 2p, which is always less than 0. If it is less than 0, then you can say that it has maximum revenue at x equal to 8. And if you are asked to find the maximum revenue, you substitute x equal to 8 in the revenue function.